Hello, collective. This is your girl, Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance, here to tap into the current energies surrounding you and the person that's currently thinking about you. Keep in mind that time is fluid in tarot, so these messages could resonate for your past, present, or future. Also, in these readings, the roles could be reversed, so only take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. This is a collective reading, so it could be resonating for any particular sign. It is no particular sign in collective readings. So, without further ado, collective, let's begin. I've already blessed the deck. Spirit, tell me about the collective. Anybody watching this video now or in the near future? Tell me a little bit about the person that is thinking about them. Who is currently thinking about the collective right now in this moment? We have the Four of Inspirations in the reverse, the Sun, and the Page of Inspiration in the reverse. Well, it looks like you definitely could be connecting to a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that's thinking about you. And we have the Emperor as well as the Fool in the regard in the Fool in the reverse underneath the deck. So this tells me this person is really thinking about coming towards you, taking charge of this situation, standing in their power and exuding control. There definitely was a breakup here, a divorce, a separation between you guys. So this definitely feels like a recent breakup, or it could be some time since you guys have come up, it's a separation. But this person would say, since you guys have been apart, there's been a lot of illumination for this person about who you are to them. And you're somebody that they want to come toward. They want to come towards you. They want to make things right. But this is also someone that has a tactic underneath their sleeve. With the Knight of the Knight of the Emotions. I was about to say inspirations. The Knight of Emotions is like the Knight of Cups. So this person plans to use the strategy of being romantic, charming, telling you all the things, right, that you want to hear and hoping for the best. But that's the best they got. That's the best they got. Because as much as this person wants to get you out of their mind, they don't want to think about this breakup, what went wrong. They can't help how they feel. It's been eating this person alive since you guys have been apart. And what bothers this person most is the beautiful memories you guys shared. A lot of beautiful memories, a lot of history. This feels like a relationship that was well established. It doesn't look like a fling. This looks like someone you have been in a marriage, long-term committed relationship, lived with them, something like that. Now, you, collective, are their empress. But right now, you're showing up as the high priestess. You're silent. You're not saying anything. And the reason why I say you're their empress, even though the empress card hasn't come up, is because I think this person really looks up to you, values you, feels inspired by you because you brought a lot to the table when you guys were together. That's what they think about, but you're silent and they don't know where you stand. The high priestess has this person blocked. So you guys blocked this person, or you've made it very difficult for them to come towards you. So what they love about you is your compassion. And they're hoping that they can tap into that nurturing, compassionate side that you gave them in the past. So they're praying and they're hoping that you'll bring this relationship back from the dead. With the death card in the reverse to the three of emotions in the reverse, this says, I don't know. I mean, there's a strong possibility that that Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance Collective will come back because they have a heart, right? Remember back when we were together? Remember how we had so much fun? I'm just getting this person really trying to get you to get in your feels. But they don't know what they're doing. One thing I will say about this energy is this person doesn't want to be defeated. They don't want to give up. They don't want to let go because it was too good. You were too good for them. So here they come. Chariot underneath the deck. Feeling inspired to come towards you, but just not knowing how to navigate to get through to you, that person. It's going to take strategy, patience, consistency if you reject them. They're definitely feeling left out in the cold. Five of material. They feel like you shut the door. They really miss, I'm getting the passion. They miss the love. They miss talking to you, giving them a sense of comfort that they can't find anywhere else. I'm getting you were just very patient with this person. Page of emotions in the reverse. That's because this is a very codependent person. They were not grounded when you met them. And so when you came into their life, you made them feel at peace, a sense of peace that they may have not experienced in other connections. And they thought, because they're a page, that they can just, play games. You're different. You're the one that got away. Ace of material in reverse. You are the one that got away. And they're making sure of it that you don't get away. They're like, nah, we're not letting this happen. So I've got to come in with the romance and the charm. Now, remember, collective, I said this person is a page, and they are. Deep down, this person wants to level up, but I think this is all they got for you, a knight energy. Night of emotion. It's like a level up, but it's not quite all the way reaching the top. So it's like they're not quite where you would probably feel like you can trust this, but that's who we're talking about. So let's look at it, y'all. Let's see specifically what is going on with this person. Let's see what is their true feelings for you, their intentions, what are they planning to do in the long term. Hit the like button, guys. Show your girl some love. I would definitely appreciate it. And if you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all let me know in the chat that's here live if y'all want me to do any mini reads tonight. Let me know. If you want me to do a mini read, type the word yes. It would be $19.99. So y'all let me know. All right, here we go. Spirit, tell me more about this person. This person thinking about the collective in love and romance. How do they truly feel about the collective? What is their true and deep feelings? 10 of materials in the reverse. 6 of emotions. The star. Underneath the deck, we have the devil card in the reverse. Yikes. As well as the ace of emotions. Hmm. All right. Well, I can definitely see where we have a problem because this is someone that has a lot of work to do. This is someone who has a lot of work to do. If you're watching this, I'm sure you would agree that this is someone that is um, not the most healthy partner to be with. And this person feels like they do need to change. But the problem with their energy is this is someone that knows that they have a lot of work ahead. So they're kind of still operating out of this lack mindset that they're not good enough. They can't measure up, but they're hopeful. You're looking like a celebrity to this person. Like I said, you inspire them. You're looking like somebody that has it all together. Someone that is above them, better than them, has more going for yourself. And for this person, it kind of makes them feel a bit insecure and inadequate. And they're trying to work through that. So they feel like they've got to really continue to improve themselves. So in the meantime, they wait. 3 of Wands. They wait for the right time. They wait for the right timing when they feel like they're in a better space to come towards you. They don't want to come towards you and they're in a space that's still low vibrational, very toxic, treating you incorrectly, mishandling you, whatever your experience was. This person knows you're definitely going to slam the door in their face, walk the other direction, and not turn back. This is the blockage. This is why this person has not contacted you. This is why this person has not come towards you. And because of that, I'm sure many of you collective are like, well, what's the point? They haven't contacted me all this time because they're trying to get to a good space to charm you. Remember, I said the tactic is I gotta really wine and dine, romance, charm, sweet talk, sweet darling, lovey, babe, honey bunches of oats, all that lovey-dovey crap, boo, big head, whatever your person calls you. They're gonna come with it. But they can't do all that and they haven't addressed that very toxic energy. So with the devil card in reverse, this speaks of transformation. This speaks of this person saying, I'm working on it, but I'm waiting for the right time to get to a better space. It's a lot for this person. 2 of materials. It's like, is it right? 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 Is it the right time to come back? 2 of Pentacles to the Death card in the reverse. I don't know. I don't know. Should I come? Should I not? Should I? Yeah. So they feel like they want to come towards their star. They want to come towards you and work on this, but it's hard. What's inspiring this person is the memories. It's putting them in a space of, I can't get over you, collective. You're too precious to me, and as much as I know I have to level up and do the work to be better, it's just so hard. Oh, it's so hard. But I can't let go of thinking about you. Like our memories, everything we did together. Like, oh my gosh, I can't stop thinking about you, girl. I can't stop thinking about you, guy. I mean, you run through this person's mind all night long, all day long, all night long. You make them happy. You do. You're their star. And they feel like you guys have some unfinished business here. So, this is what I want to ask Spirit because I'm sure you guys are questioning. Okay, well, why don't they just act right? If they feel this way, they feel so deeply and they love you so much and they value you and they see you as this star, as this untouchable dream, everything that they ever wanted. Well, then why don't they just do right? Why? Cassandra says, I would think someone would want to improve for themselves beyond anything or anyone else. Exactly. So let's ask why, Cassandra, because I agree. If you love the collective so much and you have so many good memories and you can't shake that feeling, get your crap together. Let's ask. Spirit, why is this person just really not motivated to change and be the better man or woman that the collective has asked this man to be? Ah, there it is. The Emperor in the reverse. This card alone really speaks of power and control. They got to call the shots. You're not going to tell me what to do. You're not going to control the situation, collective. This person would say, I am in control here. I've got to call the shots. I have what? Too much of an ego to step back and surrender to just doing right by you because my need to control and call the shots is way more significant than the love that I have for you. And if it requires me to lose you, unfortunately, my ego is more important than loving you. But look where it has landed this person. Heavy karma. Heavy karma. They feel a lot of stress right now, collective. They feel a lot of burdens. They feel pissed off, angry, that they can't control you, that they can't get you to yield, to show up in the way that they need you, because it's all about them. As long as they're good, as long as they're happy, as long as they get what they need, then it's all good. But the moment you rise up in your power and you say, listen, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, whoever you are, you're not going to control me. Oh, now this person's pissed. Now they like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gone. I'm out. But I'll be back. And I'm going to spend that time away from the collective, outweighing my pros and cons. Two of two of materials. I'm going to decide if there's enough passion for me to come back? Or can I find passion elsewhere with karmics? And this is the part of the story where this person is beginning to realize that the grass was not greener on the other side. They want to spin the block because they're burdened by the passion they have for you. They don't feel the same passion with these karmics. They don't feel the same experience with them. And that's why, for a lot of you guys, they reach out. They thought they planted the seeds, though, to get you to comply to their control. They thought they planted the seeds to get you to comply to their needs. That's their devil, toxic trait. There it is. We got to the source. Ego, control, power, manipulation. It speaks volumes to why this thing did not work for you, collective. And now, ooh, you stand in your power. Muse of Voices is like the queen or the king of swords. It's wisdom, it's clarity, it's you speaking your mind, letting this person know no matter how much I love you, you will respect me. No matter how much I've invested in this marriage, this relationship, this connection, you will respect me. And if you can't respect me, then you're going to lose me. Ooh, I'm shaking. Okay, all right. I don't want that smoke, collective. I don't want it. Yeah, because you're good. If you're watching this reading, collective, you exude the power, the beauty, the grace, the abundance of a Queen of Pentacles, no matter the gender. But you stand in power that no matter what happens, whether you're with this person, whether you're alone, you're going to be okay. You're not codependent. You've gotten past the phase of feeling like you have to keep working on this. You've gotten past the phase of settling for breadcrumbs, settling for way less than you deserve. You've gotten to the phase where it's all about what you want. And if this person cannot meet you halfway, well, they can kick rocks with sandals on. Kick rocks with sandals on. Yeah, Three of Swords. It breaks your heart, though. The truth is, it does. Because you want to be in a loving relationship with this person. But you can't allow yourself to be a part of a relationship that you're dealing with someone who is using power, control, manipulation, lies, tactics in order to try to control you. That's not a partnership. That is control. That is trying to get you to conform to their wants and needs. They're trying to change you, collective. And when you started feeling like your energy was off when you were with this person, it was because this person was trying to control you. They were trying to make you think that everything you thought was crazy. That's why. That's why this person has been moving this way. But what is their intentions moving forward? Let's look at that when it comes to you and this relationship. Spirit, what is this person's true and honest intentions moving forward with the collective? Knight of Materials. The Emperor in the reverse. The Hermit. And underneath the deck, we have the Queen of Material. There you go. With the Muse of Voices. Hmm. Slow and steady wins the race when it comes to you, collective. That's their intentions. Because what they're thinking is you can't just show up at your house. You can't just reach out or call or text you. You are a whole queen of material, queen of pentacles, solid, secure, stable, standing in your power. You demand respect. You got boundaries now, more boundaries than you have had before. So remember, Muse of Voices is like the king of swords. All right. So it's you saying, I have the wisdom to know better. I have the knowledge to know what you're up to. You've put a boundary in place to say, I know this is not serving me. So this person is saying, I intend to move gradual, slow. I'm not just going to pop up. I'm going to be very strategic to gain my control back. Oh boy, this person, y'all. Hmm. So it looks like this person really is not going to change. It looks like this is someone that's just going to use tactic and strategy in order to get you to drop your guard, to trust. And that's why this person's in hermit mode, because what they're doing is they're trying to plot and scheme to come in with the right strategy. When I've clarified the Knight of Materials, I have the Eight of Voices and the Wheel. All right. So this person is not giving up. They really believe that they can turn this thing around in their favor. Like I say, this is someone that is not that they don't believe that it's over. What they're thinking is it's just going to be a matter of time. The collective will allow me to come back in a matter of time. I just have to use the right approach. I have to wait until the smoke clears. I have to wait until the collective calms down and I have to catch them right at the correct moment when it's safe. And at that moment, that is exactly when I can come in to gain control of the situation because the collective done lost their damn mind. That's what they saying. You done lost your damn mind. It's time for me to come on in and get it right. It will also make this person feel like they can get out of their own way. Okay. I think they want to also control how they feel because right now they're feeling a bit chaotic because you're going no contact or you're putting them on block or you're making it very difficult for this person to come to them. So they're kind of spiraling. And so if they can have access to you at that point, then they're going to feel very much like, good, I'm back. I'm back. Yep. But they're confused if it's going to work. They're not sure if it's going to work with the Ace of Inspiration in the reverse. This is somebody that's kind of like, it may work, it may not. I may have to leave. I may have to just go and run out the door and go to my next victim, whatever. So this is like them saying, I'm going to have one foot in and one foot out. I'm not going to be all the way invested with the collective when I return, because if I do that, I'm setting myself up to possibly be disappointed. But I'm taking the risk, the fool. I'm hearing it's worth the risk, and they're going to keep trying until they get what they want. Yeah. And every time that they reach out to you, collective, they're going to reevaluate, reassess, and come up with another plan. Because in their eyes, you have this very nurturing, healing energy. Some of you guys could be empaths or just very kind, gentle souls, where you've given this person a chance before. So in their mind, in the mind of a toxic individual, because you've let them back before, collective, they feel like you will do it again. Okay. That's kind of where we are with it. Let's look at your energy. Let's look at your energy, collective. This will also serve as a confirmation if this is your reading. Let's see, how do you feel about this thing? Show your girls some love. Hit the like button, guys. I would really, really appreciate it. Don't forget that I do offer personals, as T Rose mentioned. If you're interested in booking a personal, look at the pinned comment if you're watching live. If you're watching this recording, look at the description box below for more information. This is a collective general reading. Personals are always the way to go for me to tap into your unique situation. So much love. Thank you guys for those who booked a reading. And I've been busy, guys, very, very busy with personal. So thank you to all who have supported the channel and my small business. Much love. Spirit, tell me a little bit about the collective. How does the collective feel about this person right now? This is going to be good. How does the collective feel about this person? We have the Queen of Emotions in the reverse. Ooh, all right. Look, I feel the anger coming through. Oh my gosh. We have the Page of Inspiration in the reverse. And we have the Empress. Love it. Underneath the deck, we've got the Devil in the reverse. Here's the deal. You're over it. I'm getting the word over it. And I put emphasis with a little stank on it because y'all so tired of this fool. You tired. I think there's still something, this unspoken truth that a lot of you guys struggle with. And it has a lot to do with a strong soul tie you have with this person. You know, when you go dancing with the devil, it's hard to shake. It's like a vice. It's an addiction. It's not easy to just let go. But once you realize that it's toxic and it's low vibrational and it's not serving you and it's draining you, just like the devil sets out to do, robs you of your joy, brings you sadness, brings you anger, brings you frustration, takes from you, robs from you, steals from you, breaks you down, cheats on you, beats you, abuses you. These are the things that's evil. And that's what evil does. It sets out to destroy. Destroy your spirit, destroy your mind, destroy your belief. You know, a lot of you guys were brainwashed, manipulated, lied to. Manipulation is a form of black magic. It's spell work because it has you not thinking clearly. It manipulates the way that you act, behave, think, go about things. And when you're talking about this relationship, for many of you guys, this person robbed you, took from you, depleted you. made you become very bitter, angry. I'm hearing reactive abuse. Some of you guys became reactive abusive. You're like, wait a second, I'm not a person that be cussing and yelling and screaming and all of this, because that was the devil. It was a dark entity clinging onto your beautiful light, gentle spirit, causing you to respond and react in ways that's not you. And it took a very long time for you to break free. Because who wants to let go of a good time? But it wasn't until you tapped more into being wise, being clear, and thinking about yourself that you realized, wait a second, I'm an empress. What am I doing here? Wait a second. Why am I even settling for this fool? This person's coming in and trying to disrupt my peace. It's a no. It is a no. And you put down a firm boundary and let this person know you've got to break free from this strong toxic tie, because it's causing you so much anger and bitterness. And you couldn't make sense of what it was, but you were under spiritual attack, collective. Seriously, you were. Look, mentally, you were going crazy. Five of Swords are voices in this deck. This person was driving you insane. And it had a lot to do with their manipulative tactics, things that they would say that you were crazy, just doing the most that really shook you to your core and made you become somebody that you're not. Uh-oh. But then something happened. I'm hearing a high priestess, the high priestess within you, or you came and visited your girl, Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance. And you got clarity, you got insight, and you realize, wait a second, hold on. Not doing it. It was clear at that point that you got out of your head and you start tapping into your intuition, and you started really looking at the situation for what it was, the facts. Not necessarily how this devil was trying to entice you and make you feel. It was, I'm looking at it from the facts. And what does this spiritually mean to me about my growth? I'm trying to stay in this Empress energy. Why am I allowing myself to go back and forth with this fool? It was a weak moment, collective. Let's call a spade a spade. It was a weak moment in your life. It wasn't because you're a bad person. And it wasn't because you weren't totally aware. It was because you were ignoring the red flags. You had just ignored it. You just pushes it away side and you're like, well, I like this person. The devil is fun. Oh yeah, the devil is fun. But once you started getting out of your own way, that's when you started to realize, okay, I get it now. I can't be a part of situations, relationships on um, a spiritual level where it's breaking me down in the 3D. So you were under spiritual attack, but it was also affecting your day-to-day life. You were acting in a way that made you feel very weak. And so you had to rise up and be strong. This person really got you at a weak moment, collective, and you had to rise in your power and say, hey, self, Get a grip. This isn't it. And the reason why is because you found yourself in a relationship that was very one-sided, very toxic. It wasn't giving you anything to look forward to other than just living on a hope and a dream. So, like Melissa said, people will show you who they are. And I think what happened was you saw it, but you didn't want to believe it. So, the spiritual lesson for a lot of you guys was do not ignore the red flags and don't allow yourself to settle for things that are beneath you, less than you deserve. And you got to be vigilant and protect your peace always moving forward. And I think a lot of you guys that watch me on a regular would agree. There's definitely, a lot of things there where you may have felt like you ignored the deception, the lies. You saw it, but you didn't want to believe it. Yeah. And like Country Girl said, you got to be careful, guys, because it will affect everything in your life, not just your mental, but your health. You'll be stressed. It'll do a lot of harm than good. So you got to really stay, focused. Dating is very serious. It impacts you in more ways than one. It's a very deep thing. And that's why I say if you're dating, please, please, please treat it as an interview process. Don't get emotionally wrapped up, especially these beautiful ladies that watch me. Women are very emotional creatures and we want to, go on a date. We start liking guys and we start thinking about the wedding. And it's like, no, ma'am, they haven't earned any of that yet. They haven't even earned the boyfriend title. So we've got to move very much in a act of caution, not only with this person moving forward, but also other suitors in the past, because this person really set out to confuse you and they achieved that. They did. Yep. So now with the King of Pentacles, or in this deck, the Muse of Materials, you stand in the power of focusing on your career, your stability, your goals, things that you can manifest in the 3D to bring you a sense of comfort and peace. I think that's kind of how you feel you need to do moving forward. Because what's happening is this person tried to break you down. They try to rob you of your joy, your abundance, anything you had going, and it's not worth it. Definitely not worth it. So, what is your intentions moving forward with this person? Let's see. What is your intentions moving forward with this person? We have the Knight of Voices in the reverse, the Chariot in the reverse, and the Nine of Inspiration in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Strength card. I think it's very difficult, collective, even today, as you watch this reading, to fight the urge to go back. A lot of you guys are saying, I can't go back, but it's hard. And it is. But I'm noticing that you're choosing to go a different path because of how this person makes you feel. And they haven't been making you feel good for a very long time. So you don't see the purpose of going towards this person, but you do still have a part of you that still thinks about them, still feels a bit curious, you know, deep contemplation about some things, replaying the relationship and such, but choosing to let it go. It's no longer worth investing in for you. And you're choosing to be a bit greedy, selfish, putting more of your energy and focus on your goals, yourself, things like that. And I'm going to tell you, even if you're not an earth sign, a lot of you guys are exuding a lot of earth energy. You could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but I'm getting your life is surrounded by just working on your career, your money, your stability, practical things in your world. And I don't really get love, you know? I'm getting more so inspiration to want to connect with others, wanting to date, wanting to explore, but it's still a new concept for you. And just taking your time. And nothing's wrong with that. So let's ask the question, what advice, Spirit, do you have for the collective moving forward with this relationship with this person? What advice? We have the Knight of Emotions in the reverse, the Ace of Voices, and the World in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Eight of Voices in the reverse. Set yourself free. That's what Spirit would say. Set yourself free from this because mentally there is a blockage. It's not that you want to be with this person, but I think you're still thinking a lot about them. And, when it comes to attracting new and moving forward, be careful because thoughts become things. And with that, if you're still thinking about this person, you're subconsciously calling this person in and or blocking new connections coming towards you. So you've got to transmute the energy to something else or put focus on other things mentally. So that way you're not blocking your future blessings. That's the advice. I don't think any of you guys, again, are totally ready for a new relationship. I think a lot of you guys are kind of considered more so in a bit of a hermit mode and just focusing on your peace and your goals. But even in that energy, it's really wise and it's a good idea to just really work on that piece. So that way, when you're ready to date, there is no blockages that get in your way. Yeah, you want to make sure things are just and fair. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good energy collective to want to make sure things are going to be fair this time. And you deserve that for sure. Yep. I think you just don't know how to navigate through attracting a fair connection. And Spirit is saying you get to choose. You get to choose what that looks like. So if you need to write it down, if you need to create a plan, if you need to journal, if you need to just secretly, personally manifest what you want your life to look like in the near future when it comes to love, do that. It helps. Yeah. Just make sure you're fair. The Justice card keeps popping out. So that's significant in the advice for tonight. Remember, always, collective, do what's right for you. Put yourself first. All right, collective. I think that's the messages you guys need to hear for the collective portion. I'm welcoming anybody that would like a mini read tonight. Did you guys resonate with that reading? If you did, go ahead and put a heart in the chat. I would love to hear it. If you feel like you resonated with the reading, go ahead and drop a red heart into the chat. And for those of you that are interested in booking a mini reading on this live, all you got to do is submit $20 super chat with your question or $19.99. That's fine. A $19.99 super chat. and I'll be more than happy to answer your question for you. Keep in mind, though, that this is a mini read, and I do offer personal readings on my website. So if you would definitely enjoy doing something more personal and intimate, check it out. MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com is the website. Rasheema says, Mika, amazing read tonight. I couldn't agree more, guys. I don't know. I just felt like, woo. I had to go in. It just was so profound. And it's just the beauty of these cards, too. For those that are interested, this is the Muse deck. All right. So, yeah, check it out. It really, it really inspired me, and I was able to go really deep and connect really deeply with the cards. Yeah. Melissa says, This was all me and that damn Capricorn. She says, Your reads are always on point, Mika. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, whoever is resonating with this, it was a rough connection, but it was very much a breakthrough. So I'm so glad to those that do resonate with it, and to see that you're doing better on the other side of this. Cassandra says, Thank you, Mika. Resonated. You're amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you for always supporting the channel, Cassandra. Much love to you. SLVB said, reminding me of my ex, but the trash is out. I know that's right. Gotta let the trash out, honey. Yes. All right, guys. So this is the mini read portion. So if anybody would like to get a mini read, remember it's $19.99 super chats with your question. I'll be glad to answer it. And if you're not interested in doing a mini read live with me here, no worries. You can always book a reading on the website. Big shout out to our mods tonight, too, by the way. Thank you so much to T Rose and Lisa for holding it down, supporting the channel as always. I appreciate you guys. And I decided to be at my altar today, guys, because I've been booked and busy. Been booked and busy. And for those that were looking forward to the individual sign reads, y'all, I apologize. I just didn't have it in me. I said I can't do all those readings tonight. But I'm very I kind of felt guilty, and I was like I need to give my subscribers something. So I was like, what better way than just do a collective read? And it was a very powerful one. Very powerful reading, and I really enjoyed that one as well. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that again. Yeah, that was a good reading. Gun Guy, hey, how you doing? I hope all is well with you, Gun Guy, one of my OGs there. Yeah. SLV says, thank you, sweetie. You're welcome. You're very welcome. All right, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes, guys, for anyone interested in mini reads. Again, it's $19.99 super chat if you're interested. I know sometimes we get people that come to the channel that have dying questions that they need answered. And even though I didn't advertise this today, it's been a couple days since I've offered it. So here I am. Y'all let me know if you have any questions. All right. Well, it looks like we got a question from Miss Rasheema. Hello, Rasheema. Good to see you. I hope all is well. Rasheema wants general advice, just general advice on what spirit has for you going forward. All right. I'm going to switch decks here. Grab this one. All right, Spirit, tell me a little bit about Rasheema. What advice do you have for Rasheema moving forward? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Wands in the reverse. The Devil in the reverse. And underneath the deck, we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, as well as the Six of Pentacles. I'm getting a very defeated energy from you, Miss Rashima. And it has a lot to do with you trying to detach from something that no longer serves you. But you're feeling a bit conflicted about this choice. And Spirit is saying, you really got to really work on creating a plan, practical steps, because I think there's a sense of confusion and you stepping back and just not really being clear about what you want for yourself moving forward. Let's see what that's about. What is this thing? Okay. So whatever this thing is, whether if it's your job, whether if it's a love situation, but there's something that you don't feel like you're getting a lot of support and a lot of cooperation from a person or a group of people. And you're trying your best to just kind of focus on yourself, pull your energy back, but you're just not sure if that's the right thing. So Spirit is saying, think about what would best serve you. What do you want your future to look like? So the advice is create a plan. Create a plan, write it out. If this is your career, do your research on the companies that you want to apply to. If this is your love life, write out all the things of your perfect guy. What does he look like? How does he act? And what are going to be the steps that you need to take to get out of this closed off energy to go out there and begin to meet people? There's a part of you that even question, should you stay where you are? But that's where I ask you, is it serving you or is it hindering you? So you have to decide what that looks like. And from there, I think you're going to make the right choice. Because it looks like right now you're on the right track. You just have some blockages that's keeping you from going forward. And the direction you're going, Rashima, is exactly where you need to be. But then you're like stagnant. You're like, oh, I need to stop. Yeah. It's like, I just need to stop because I just don't. So no, it's like write it out. And you just said that. It's resonating, Mika. Definitely. You said, I was just thinking about writing it out. So this is confirmation. Yeah, this is like spirit saying, yeah, you got to be clear. And maybe just writing it out will be a great exercise. I say, pour you a glass of wine, have some candles lit, have some nice soft music, or, you know, go to an environment and space where you can just really focus and just have a conversation with yourself and about yourself and what you want your life to look like moving forward. And then from there, create a bucket list of some practical steps you can make moving forward to achieve those goals. Because right now, that's the blockage. And I know this is not where you want to stay. But if you don't move forward, you're going to stay stagnant. So good luck to you. Glad it resonated. That is definitely a hard space to be in. I too, Rashima, can relate. I know what I got to do. It's just a matter of taking that step forward to do it. It can be hard, that first step. But once you take that first step, take the next step, then the next step. It's like, and you'll eventually get to the other side. Yep. You said moving in a new place. So I'm feeling great. Yeah, I love it. And just trying to keep going. Yeah, I love it. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like you're going through the right steps, but you're still not where you want to be. That's the thing. And that's a good thing, but it's kind of holding you back. So good, good, good. Yay. You're welcome. You're very welcome. All right. And I'm so glad you still hang out with us. Rashima's been with us for a very long time. So I appreciate you so much, Miss Rashima, for supporting the channel. So yeah, that's great. And congratulations on the new place too. Woohoo. All right, we're opening up the floor again. No wait time. Next super chat, 19.99. You'll get your reading answered live. And y'all know I go deep. Big shout out to Bree Prince. If you guys are just now joining us, Bree Prince is so right. She said the collective portion of this reading today, it is to be interpreted as needed and makes you think about all of the different ways, you know what I'm saying, that you can look at the situation. But it really was to strike up a conversation. And so I'd say if you watch the collective read, and you haven't really shared with me the way that you think about things, let me know. Let me know. Because I was hoping to kind of give you guys some, food for thought along the way. So if you enjoyed that style, awesome. Hit the like button. Yeah. Oh, Rashima says, thank you. You got me through some dark times. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Rashima, I remember some of the stuff you shared with me. You've done a few personals with me, and I'm so, so happy that you're in a better space. Thank God. Thank God. Yes. Hang in there, girl. Like I say, one step in front of the other. We gonna get there to the top. Woohoo! You're getting there. You're getting there. Amen. Amen. Yes. All right, y'all. Last call. And you know what I'm gonna do tonight, y'all? I'm gonna make me a nice dinner. Well, it's kind of late out here. It's 9:30, so I'll make me a small dinner. Heat up some leftovers, and I'm gonna chill, y'all. But thank you to all of you guys that came to the live and supported the channel tonight. And if you're watching this recording and you feel like there's something that you would love to share with others and show your support to others, feel free to do so. We're in this thing together, and there's so many people that watch me, all different walks of life, but we're all connected. We're all connected because we all have a story. And each of our stories sometimes kind of gives a little inspiration and hope to others who may feel like they're lost or may feel like, there's nothing to look forward to. So knowing that they're not alone is so profound and so powerful. And that's what I love about creating this platform and this channel on this platform is I get people from all over the world that watch. And I get messages and emails from people that tell me how much my readings and advice and support have really inspired them. And it means the world to me. It really does. Because what you guys don't know is you guys inspire me. When you guys share your stories, when you guys tell me what works for you, doesn't work for you on this channel, even the haters, you guys all inspire me to become better. But it also allows me a space, a safe space to share with you my gift with the world that I've been keeping hidden for a very long time. And I was just having a conversation with my mom about spirituality and how it runs deep in our family. And I was letting her know, like, it's quite amazing how I'm able to use such a powerful gift to share with the world on a platform such as this and impact so many lives in a positive way. And the gift that I get from it is knowing that I've made a difference. It spiritually feeds me joy, happiness. Because one thing about being an empath, a light worker, a healer, is you can't help but wanting to help so many people, wanting to change the world. And even though I may have such a small impact on making people make more better choices to live a more happier and healing life, it means the world to me to know that, hey, I'm doing something. I'm doing something. So thank you all. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate it. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the like button. Show your girls some love. Don't forget, guys, that I'll be back tomorrow to do some individual sign readings. And if you are interested in booking a personal, you can visit my website, beacodivinespiritualguidance.com. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. Sending much love and light to you all. Good night, everyone. Namaste. Thanks for watching.